Hello, beautiful friend. I am so glad you're here today. I have a sumptuous beaded shawl pattern that I'm so excited to show you. Plongée was designed for you by Monica Wesley, and it's a French word that means immersion or a plunge or a dive into the sea. It's that feeling of being completely immersed in a beautiful moment. So Monica chose these absolutely sumptuous teal colors with the taupes and the grays, which I love so much. And it reminds me of a scene in Persuasion, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. They're walking along the beach and the colors of the sky and the ocean and the stones. It just really is such a tranquil moment that I would love to be wrapped up in. And I love how this shawl with the colors and the style really evokes that beautiful moment. I am wild about this pattern, and I think you're going to be too. It's actually a series of repeating stitch patterns, so once you learn a stitch pattern, you should be good to go when you come to that next. So it's not too complex. You've got these absolutely beautiful little beaded stockinette sections, and I love the multicolor beads that were chosen for this. I really recommend that you try the beading. It's much simpler than you think. We do have a video on how to do that if you've never beaded before. You don't have to, of course, but it adds such a beautiful drape and flow to the pattern, and it gives a little bit of a weight to it. So when it's wrapped around your shoulders, it feels like it's giving you a little hug. It also has this lovely little dropped yarn over section, and I think that looks like little ocean waves, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do those in a minute. Also, we cannot forget about the bobbles. Who doesn't love a good bobble? I think they're so fun. They add gorgeous little texture, and they look like little stones scattered throughout your shawl. The sections actually increase in size as you go, so it creates this really wearable shoulder hugging shape. Due to the beautiful shape of this shawl, you can wear it in so many different ways. You could wear it kerchief style, you could wear it draped over your shoulders just like a traditional shawl. You could even tie it in the front if you like. You could turn it to the side, or you could even wear it as a hood. So as with our Friday patterns, they are usually free for a limited time. So hop on over to expressionfiberarts.com if you would love to download this sumptuous design. Also, while you're there, you can sign up for email updates, and I'm gonna let you know when the next free patterns go live. To make the beautiful drape and buttery soft feel on this shawl, we opted for our limited edition Vellum Fingering colors. It's a blend of baby alpaca, it's got mulberry silk, and actually yak fiber. So it's truly luscious, it feels amazing on your skin, and it's wonderful to work with. So I would love for you to actually make your own version of this shawl. So today I thought it would be helpful to show you some of the sections. So the beaded stockinette section is just stockinette. If you're unfamiliar with the beading, check out our video on that. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to work the dropped yarn over section as well as the beautiful little bobbles. So let's jump into the beautiful little bobble section. For row 1 of the bobble section, you're going to start with an M3. So you're going to knit into the front of that first stitch, but leave it on your left needle. Swing around, also knit into the back of that stitch, but leave it on your left needle, and then swing around and also knit into the front. So instead of just 1 stitch, you now have 3. So then you can slide it off your left needle. Now you're going to purl across to your marker, and you're going to have a lot more stitches at this point than I do. When you reach your marker, you're going to yarn over, slip your marker, knit that center stitch, slip your marker, yarn over, and then purl across to your last stitch, which will be a lot more stitches than I have. So purl all the way down. When you get to the end, you're going to do a make 3 again. So knit into the front, swing around, knit into the back, swing around, and knit into the front. So you've turned 1 stitch into 3. For row 2, we're going to start with a knit 1. Then you're going to repeat across to your marker, make 3, purl 3 together. So make 3, 1, swing around the back, 2, swing around the front, 3, and then you can slide it off your left needle, then purl 3 together. So go ahead and insert your right needle under those next 3 stitches, and it can help to work the previous row a little more loosely so you don't struggle at this point. And just purl those 3 together to make a cute little bobble. Boop. So repeat that all the way across. When you do get to your stitch marker, just slip your stitch marker, purl 1 stitch, slip your stitch marker, and then repeat all the way down, purl 3 together, make 3. So yarn to the front and go ahead and slide your right needle into the next 3 stitches and purl those 3 together. Then make 3. So there's knit into the front, knit into the back, knit into the front. And then that final stitch, once you've repeated that all the way down, is just knit 1. Row 3 is the same as row 1, so we're going to start with an M3. So knit to the front, the back, and the front, and then purl across to your marker. You can already see that I've increased some stitches. Your stitches will be increasing as well. When you get to your marker, you're going to yarn over, slip your marker, knit that middle stitch, slip your marker, yarn over, purl all the stitches across until you reach your last stitch, and you're going to make 3 into that stitch. So make 1, 2, 3, so you now have 3 stitches instead of 1. For row 4, we're going to start with a knit 3, 1, 2, 3, then you're going to repeat across until you are 1 stitch before your marker, purl 3 together, make 3. So yarn to the front, insert your right needle into the next 3 stitches and purl those 3 stitches together. Then do an M3, so 1, 2, 3. When you have 1 stitch before your stitch marker, you're just going to knit that stitch, slip your stitch marker, purl that center stitch, slip your stitch marker and knit 1. Now do an M3, 1, 2, 3, and then purl 3 together. So bring your yarn to the front and slide your right needle under the next 3 stitches and purl those 3 together. When you get down and you've repeated that all the way down your row and you have 3 stitches left, you're just going to knit those 3 stitches. Row 5 is the same as row 1, so let's do it again. For row 6, we're going to start with a knit 2. Then we're going to repeat across, purl 3 together, make 3. So purl the next 3 together, make 3. There's 1, 2, 3. Do it again. Yarn to the front, purl 3 together, make 3. There's 1, 2, 3. And when you get to 1 stitch before your marker, you're just going to knit that stitch, slip your stitch marker, purl the next stitch, slip your stitch marker, knit the next stitch, and then repeat across your row, make 3, purl 3 together. There's 1, 2, 3, so that's our make 3. Yarn to the front, and you're going to purl 3 together. You can get really good at those. And then again, make 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. Yarn to the front, purl 3 together. Boop, boop, boop. And then you're just going to knit those final 2 stitches. So you can see when you start to open up your stitch pattern, you have this beautiful little lacy pattern here with these adorable little bobbles. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do the dropped yarn overs. Okay, for the fun yarn over section, let's start with row 1. So we're going to start with a make 3. 1, just like we've been doing on the bobble section, 2, 3, so that's an increase, and you're going to knit across to your stitch marker. So I've just got 1 stitch, you're going to have a lot more than that. Yarn over, slip your stitch marker, knit that center stitch, slip your stitch marker, yarn over, make sure you don't forget those yarn overs, knit across to your last stitch. You'll have a lot more knit stitches to do than me, and then finish with a make 3. There's 1, 2, and 3. For row 2, you're just going to knit every stitch across until you reach your stitch marker. Nice and easy, relaxing row. When you reach your stitch marker, go ahead and slip it, and you're going to purl that center stitch, slip your stitch marker, and then finish off your row by knitting every stitch, just all the way across. For row 3, you're going to start with a make 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to repeat across to your marker, yarn over, knit one. So yarn over, knit one, yarn over, knit one, yarn over, knit one, yarn over, knit one. And when you get to your stitch markers, make sure and do another yarn over. So yarn over, slip your stitch marker, knit that center stitch, slip your stitch marker, yarn over, and then repeat across, knit one, yarn over, knit one, yarn over, knit one, yarn over, knit one, yarn over, all the way across till you have one stitch left. Finish with a make three. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, row 4 is what you've been waiting for. This is so exciting. So we're gonna knit all the way across to our stitch marker, dropping all of the yarn overs as we go. So let's go ahead and knit these first 3 stitches, because those are not yarn overs. When you come to a yarn over, you just drop it off your left needle and then knit the next stitch. Here's a yarn over, drop it, knit the next stitch. Yarn over, drop it, knit the next stitch. Yarn over, so we drop it, knit the next stitch, and repeat that all the way down till you get to the last yarn over before your stitch marker, and you're gonna knit that one. Then slip your stitch marker. Go ahead and purl that center stitch. Slip your stitch marker and knit one. And then the same thing. You're just going to knit across, dropping your yarn overs as you come to them. So there's a yarn over, drop it off, knit, drop, knit, drop, knit, drop, and then those final 3 stitches are going to be knit stitches. 1, 2, and 3. So you can see how easy it is to create these beautiful little dropped yarn overs in your pattern. So I hope that tutorial was helpful for you in inspiring confidence that you can make this amazing piece. I can't wait to see your version. I hope you have a wonderful week. Find time to knit this week and immerse yourself in that beautiful moment. I'm going to see you next week with another new pattern. Bye-bye for now.